This is the nice bit. Hanging out with Amy and Phil. Hanging out with Amy and Phil. That's Amy. Hanging out with Amy and Phil. I'm Phil. Don't laugh. This is the hanging out with Amy and Phil. Hanging out. So you can chill. Hanging out with Amy and Phil. Hanging out so you can chill. I am the new voice of Handpan singing. This is the first time I've ever sung on the internet. I know, I'm great, aren't I? We're hanging out with Amy and Phil. That was the intro, the
That was
theme tune.
beautiful. That was so nice. I'm
I
inspired.
don't know about nice, Amy. I don't know about nice.
You sang.
Hanging out with Amy and Phil. Hanging out.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Today,
Not a song by Marquetta.
Well, yeah, a song by Marquetta.
Never mind.
But also, which was what I thought you were going to do.
I
And I was
know.
like, and then you started singing. Yet today I was
Singing.
walking down the river
Yeah.
singing.
Kind
And
of.
I saw a boat that looked just like the Rosie and Jim boat. Do you remember Rosie and Jim?
Rosie? Oh, Jim.
Rosie and Jim.
Yeah, the Rosie and Jim.
That's what you
When I was
sounded.
when I was practicing that earlier, I was trying to make myself not say Amy and Rosie and Phil. I was kept saying Rosie
Rude.
and Phil. I know, right? Because I thought, God, she's going to get cross with me if I start saying that. Rosie and Phil. Okay, there
Hello.
are people here. So,
Hi, people.
hello everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me and Amy. Amy
and Phil.
Naylor.
Amy and Phil. Amy and Phil.
Yeah. Yeah. God. I used to do that impression all the time. Rosie, Jim, oh, Rosie. Yeah. Anyway, right, I'm going to change my
Most
camera.
people won't have a clue what we're on about right now.
No, yeah. So you can introduce me, and then I'll introduce you.
All right. This is Phil. Phil's a legend. Phil is chief fanboy of all things Handpan.
Oh, God.
He is
Am I
yes, self-proclaimed. You said it.
fanboy Phil? Yeah.
A wonderful, tasteful handpan player. He is the host and founder of Handpan Voices podcast.
Yeah.
He is a moderator of the Master the Handpan Village.
That's
What
about
else?
it.
And,
That's about it.
and new editor of Amy Naylor tutorials.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
what else do you do?
Oh,
Maker
I
of
don't
dad
know.
jokes.
oh, yeah, loads of dad jokes. So sorry, everybody, if you don't like dad jokes. I am a dad. I'm allowed to do dad jokes. Now, if anybody
All-round
is...
nice guy.
Oh, thank you,
There
Amy.
you go. Done.
Well, for the people on my channel who's never seen Amy Naylor before, I doubt it. But Amy Naylor, she is the voice of Handpan. She is, I would say, the best singer-songwriter Handpan player in the world.
Whoa.
She's also the most well-known educator on YouTube for Handpan lessons. So I interviewed her on my podcast, and I think we said at the time, Amy, that you'd gone past 3 million views. You've probably gone way past that now. But
Crazy.
she's an all-round amazing egg. She's a very encouraging teacher and also an encouraging player. And it's been a pleasure to get to know her a bit better. So, yeah. Now we've blown wind up each other's little bums, we can carry on. It's
Thanks,
nice,
Phil.
isn't it?
That's lovely. What a
Yeah.
lovely intro.
We could do this every week if you want. We could just
We
tell
could
each
go-
other how good we are.
Yeah, we'll just sit here and say nice things. I'd quite like that. I think you know what? I think everybody should do not online, but everybody with their friends should
Yeah.
just once a week get together and say the things that they like about each other.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the world be a wonderful place if we did that? That would be great.
We should say hello to some people that are in the chat, Amy, shouldn't we? Who have you noticed
Hi,
in
folks.
there?
God,
that's good.
loads of Handpanuary gang are here. Andy's here.
Yeah.
I only saw Andy yesterday. Hi, Andy.
Hi.
Henna's here. Esther. Philip, Nicole, my God, Denise. Everybody's
Big up
here.
Louis.
Anya.
Louis from Germany, rising
Nice
star
one.
for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, he is.
Keep an eye
for
on
sure.
you, Louis.
Anja. Yeah, I think we have talked about Louis. I think already, Amy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some. Yeah, chops.
Cool.
He's pretty cool. He's starting to build up a
Nancy's
bit of
here.
a following. Yeah, Nancy's here.
All right. Well, I need to check out Louis' videos.
And
got-
life, no rehearsals.
Who's that?
I don't know. It's
Who's
quite-
the
it's quite
name
a cool
behind
name,
the
though.
life?
It's a cool name.
Amy and Pill.
Yeah, I like being called Pill. I used to be called Pippi by one girl when I was in the Air Force a long time ago. Pippi, yeah, Pippi. Hi, Pippi.
D,
Yeah, I used
it's
to
D.
really,
Hi, D.
Yeah.
Pippi.
Oh, this D.
Hi, Pippi.
Yeah, it used to really upset my wife, but there you go. It was quite funny. It was quite funny. Right, so we have done the intro. What I didn't mention about Amy is that she's building her an amazing little community called, and it took a little while to get together and understand what it could be, but it's morphing every day, isn't it? Handpan Connect, which is a lovely thing that is just like, I don't know, it's evolving on its own a little bit, but you're obviously steering it. Would you like to tell people what Handpan Connect is? Because they're all here anyway.
Yeah, and a lot of you here are from the Handpan Connect group. I think it kind of grew by accident as a result of the Handpanuary project in January. Go Handpan Connect. When I uploaded a video every single day throughout January as a little challenge for everybody to learn a new pattern every day. And as part of that, I started a WhatsApp group so that people could keep in touch and kind of egg each other on and share inspiration and share their videos. And it's still alive now, and it's kind of, morphed into this wider community. Now every month I make a little monthly calendar, a little playlist of videos for people to follow along with a specific theme, so that they've got direction in their journey, and everybody does it together, and everyone's doing their thing and making friends, and it's just so nice. And it has truly become it's Handpan Connect. It's more than just the handpan, you know. It's just people connecting and hanging, and Handpan Yoga Connect, exactly.
Yeah, it's morphing into something brand new. This is literally like live this month, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's really good. I mean, let's go back to Handpanuary though. I mean, it really helped me, Amy. Like, and those, especially like the first week or so of January when like you're feeling quite low and you're not really, you know, you're getting over Christmas and stuff like that. And this is great. I know you made a lot of effort in creating these videos. Some more effort than others. You kept making mistakes halfway through, but that was quite funny. We all like you for that. But it was just really great to just like, you know, here's the pattern today, learn the pattern, record the pattern, upload the pattern, done. I just loved it. I just really loved doing it. It was such a great thing to do. Like, here's the focus thing to do. It's like a 5-minute focus or a 10-minute focus. Sometimes it was easy. Sometimes it was very hard. Sometimes I hated it. Sometimes I loved it. But that's like with everything with music, isn't it? You can't just do the things you just like doing all the time. You've got to sort of come out of that comfort zone a little bit, haven't you? And that's where we get better, I guess. I've got to do that more, to be honest.
And you were posting every day, right? Throughout Handpanuary as well. You were sharing your
I did.
videos.
I thought I think I told everybody that I was the only one of 3 people in the world that posted every day. But looking back on it, I reckon I missed a day, which is quite embarrassing.
Whoa.
I think I did miss a day. So if anybody wants to look back, I think I did.
Oh no!
I don't know. I was convinced I hadn't. So
well, you know what?
Maybe I can't.
There's
count.
always next year.
Yeah.
You might have a bit more competition, I hope, next year.
Yeah.
I'd love to
was
see
great.
more people sharing.
It was great. I mean, for somebody who loves playing and loves doing content like I do, I love creating content. So me and Amy are geeking out on creating content together. That's what I'm sort of helping her, making hers. So for me, like uploading content, it was really just a great thing to do. And it got me loads of subscribers and loads of people that didn't even know that because I wasn't really sharing my playing.
Yeah.
Really.
True. Yeah.
And it helped me a bit to sort of get stuff out there. Because I know a lot of people on this call, God, I'm so old, on this live stream,
we are on a
from
call
that.
together.
Are we?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Totally.
Well, Louis says we need.
May Panuary. No,
Sounds
I
good.
love the project. It was wonderful. No.
Once a year is enough.
Once a year is well enough.
Yeah. Did it take a long time to put together? I bet it did, didn't it?
It was mostly the pre-planning. I found that if I put enough pre-planning into it, I like wrote all the notation pretty much, sat down with the handpans and figured it all out, and then I did 3 days of filming in a row, just non-stop basically,
Right.
which actually isn't too bad thinking about it, because I'd planned so efficiently, I guess. And then the editing was a bit of a slog. But
I just realised I didn't put my beautiful settings on, so everybody can see. This is what I normally look like, and I could put a beautiful setting on. Is everybody ready? I don't know how to do it. Hang on. There you go. I can touch up my appearance. Get ready, everybody.
I can't even.
Ready?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Hang on, it's not there. Look
It's
at
on.
that. Yeah, look at that.
Mine's-
Now I look.
Is mine on? Mine
You
looks
don't
really
need one.
soft.
You don't need one, Amy.
I don't need one. I don't want
No.
it really. I think it's a bit
Look at
creepy,
me.
to be
I've just got rid of 10 years. I'm now 60. No,
Oh shush.
that's ageist. That's ageist.
Oh no, I've lost my window. Oh, you're back.
Have you?
Okay. No, it's back. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here.
So, one thing that we could talk about next, if you want, Amy, is
Yeah.
what the poll that you did earlier about.
Oh, yeah.
You asked some people in your channel about a recent video. It was my idea, but I thought it was a great idea to get you to sort of talk a little bit more about one of your videos that you have recently shared. And you chose two. Which
Yeah,
ones did you
so-
choose, and who won, and which video are you going to talk about?
Who
we're going
won?
to talk about.
So I put a little poll out earlier today. It's had 28 votes. That's as many
You don't need
people
to
as
tell them
it
that. You can say
Yeah.
hundreds.
had 3,000 votes. It's only been 5 hours. And it was a close call. So I put out, Phil, kind of on your suggestion and the videos that you liked recently. I
Me?
recently posted a video about...
I never watch your videos.
Oh, well, by the way, my name's Amy. I make tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah, I should change my name, shouldn't I?
So I made a video about a new brand of beginner handpans called the Light series from Celestial Sound. And I also made a video recently called I Want to Create Like a Kid Again, something like that. That was not a planned video. That was just a thing that I didn't want to go to work that day. So I just decided to make a video. And so I put a poll out on what you want to hear about. And 43% people wanted to learn more about beginner handpans, but 50% of people want to create like kids again, which is pretty cool,
Yeah.
I think. That's pretty cool. I think it's a good place to be in. For
With
sure.
the near tone, that's right, Hene. That's right. Big hello to Hene, by the
Yes.
way. He's a huge
Yeah, hey, Hannah.
follower, and
Yeah.
I love the interaction that we have together. So lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to see you here. So that definitely resonated with me, Amy. And it even inspired me to release a song this week. Honestly, it's not the video that you made, that video, and it made me think, you know what? I should just get my stuff out there. I did some playing. There was no thought there. I just wanted to play.
Good.
And which is exactly what your video was about, wasn't it? It was just
Yeah.
like, right, I just want to sit here, vibe out, enjoy a sound, get my voice connected to, well, I'm putting words into your mouth here, but it was so lovely and it really inspired me. So tell me more about, apart from you didn't fancy working, what was the, how did you pick that sound? Was it a random sound, that pad sound?
No.
How did you?
Yeah. So I've been wanting for ages to explore more of kind of electronic music and electronic stuff, and I have over the years dabbled. I even at one point had a little mini modular synthesis system going on, but it's such a long time consuming thing to learn to do, so I've never really done it. So I afforded myself that time, and I was chatting with someone at some point in the last couple of weeks about reverbs and stuff, and specifically shimmer reverb. And so I just went and I treated myself, and I bought a new plugin, which is like a plugin is essentially like an effects pedal, but on the computer, if you like.
Yeah.
I bought one. I bought the Valhalla Shimmer Reverb, which is one that everyone talks about in the kind of ambient music space, and picked a default setting, hit the near tone, and it sounded bloody beautiful.
I saw your face, yeah.
It was magic. It was so cool. So I just played with that for a bit, and I was there for like an hour, just kind of.
Oh yeah.
Just being wrapped up in the sound, and I chopped a bit out for the video, but yeah, it's really nice exploring new worlds and finding areas that are completely new to me still, you know, because when you start to teach and when it starts to be your job, yes, there's still so many things about the handpan that I don't know, and so many techniques and so many melodies and so many things that I haven't heard yet and that I haven't explored, but sometimes it takes a while to kind of step into that space because of all of this, like it's almost like I'm not jaded, I don't know what the right thing to say is there, but there's all of these like pre-created ideas, like I'm already in some kind of flow with a handpan, so to go in a completely new world and just say it might be good, it might be terrible, and like just be free to explore it is so inspiring and so fun. So yeah,
it's a hard. By the way, Esther's picking up that there is an echo on the live stream, but you know, one of us has got headphones on, one of us hasn't. That's right, okay. Doesn't matter.
I'm doing it.
I wanted to say. What did I wanted to say? Yeah, it's very difficult for people to have fun with music. It's very difficult for people to relax and to enjoy themselves and be expressive and be creative. I think it's actually a thing to practice. People think, rightly or wrongly, that you can just be creative like on the spot. You can just naturally be creative or naturally be freestyle. But I think somebody who does do freestyle quite a lot, I think you have to practice at not thinking. I push it constantly away. So if I'm playing at night, I push the patterns away. Like when it comes, like I think, oh, I could practice doing that, or I could. No, you have to stop. I literally just stop and start again and just go, right, I'm just playing, just going to be creative. It's difficult for people, but it like anything, anything, it needs a bit of practice. And you know, Amy does a lot of lessons and she's very much, you know, I'm in the studio, therefore I should be doing this, or therefore I should be doing that. So for her, it's probably even harder to do that. But yeah, it takes practice. So anybody that's out there that stresses about it, What do you think, Amy? Am I talking absolute gibberish, or do you think it's
No, I think you're speaking truth, and I think that it's not even necessarily. It's not a new skill we're practicing. We're practicing putting something aside. We're practicing putting inhibitions aside, because playing and playfulness is like, it's an inherent human animal thing. Like the way that we all learn, the way that animals learn their kind of social systems and stuff is through play fighting. The way that we learn how to speak the language that we grew up around is through kind of, you know, sandboxing and just kind of doing it and figuring it out with no preconceptions as to what's right and wrong. We just surround ourselves with it, you know, and it just kind of happens. We're not trying to practice, we're just letting ourselves be free. And then as we grow up, we learn all of these new rules, and we have to do things in specific ways, and so we forget how to play. But we do. It's in us. Playing is in us. We know how to do it. We just have to like get rid of the other stuff that we've kind of started wearing, I guess. To get there. That's what I think, anyway. The chatter.
I think. We'll read some questions out in a minute, but I hope you don't mind me saying this, Amy, but you and Rosie have this like really sort of like lovely, not childish, but like fun, playful relationship, don't you? You always seem to, I mean, you don't see it very much online from Rosie. She is quite, you know, private, but you know, I've met you a couple of times together, and there's a very much of a playful vibe there that you've got together. And surely that helps when you're playing together and performing and writing together, that you'll have this playful nature. So you take down that edge, don't you? I guess naturally. You might not have thought about it, but I definitely see it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, totally.
Or is she just bossy and tells you what to do?
And it doesn't look like that. No. I think, I mean, there are times when we boss each other about and one of us has the right opinion. But mostly Yeah, I think the thing that we do so well is celebrate each other's curiosity and playfulness, and we do really encourage each other to be silly, both in and out of Handpan world, and that and as players, that really takes pressure of us away from us to have to be good for the other person, or have to, especially in performing. Like, it can be quite scary. Performing on your own is scary, but also performing with others, there's a different kind of pressure to not go wrong, because then it makes them look bad, it makes other people look bad, or whatever. But playing with Rosie, it doesn't feel like that at all, because we are just playing. We're just here for the vibes.
You can tell.
We're just here for the experience.
It helps though, right? It helps you sort of.
It does.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's really nice. There is a few questions that have come up here.
Sweet.
Philip Bowman here. I'm so sorry if I will go back as well. Guys, could you tell us how you came to the handpan, how many years ago, and how long it took you to understand and master the instrument? My answer is going to be quicker than yours. So I've only been playing for 2 years. I was introduced to it by somebody sending me a video of Hang Massive, who is a friend of mine who lives in Glastonbury in the UK, which is one of the most famous festivals in the world. We grew up in the 90s going clubbing. We went to house clubs, drum and bass clubs. I was a producer, I was a DJ, and he just knew that I liked beats and vibe and drums and patterns and stuff like that. And he just sent to me a video one day, only 2 years ago, said, "Oh, I thought you might like this, Phil." And I was like, "What?" So yeah, I decided. I don't know what made me decide. I went to see them in concert. I think I went to see them as well in concert, Hang Massive. And I decided I was going to buy one, and I bought one online 2 years ago, and bought a D-Curd, not knowing anything about anything, and started to learn some patterns, and it started from there. I've certainly not mastered the instrument, for sure. I don't think anybody can say that they've done that. Even Amy would say she hasn't, and she's been playing for like 12 years or something.
Rude.
She'll tell you more about that. Have you not? Maybe she has.
No, I have not.
No, I don't know. Am I trying to master the handpan? Maybe. But I don't think it's that important. What about you, Amy? What's your very quick backstory?
I agree, it's not that important to master it. I think it's a weird phrase, to master the handpan. Is like to be in control.
Not a weird
in
phrase.
charge.
It's a great phrase.
Oh, sorry, it's a wonderful. Gotta be careful what I say. It's a wonderful phrase, but when you look at the when you pull it apart, it's like, well, no, I'm not the master of you. You know, sometimes it feels like, this is the master of me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, I haven't mastered the instrument, and I don't think any of us have. The instrument has only existed for 25 years. It's still so young. There's still so much to be explored. But anyway, I saw a video online about, I don't know, when I must have been about 13, 14, something like that. I'm 28 now. And then a few years later, I saved up to get a tongue drum. I looked up what a hang was. There was only hangs and halos at the time, and I figured I'd never get one because the waiting list was so long and it was so expensive. Anyway, fast forward a few years, I went to university, and I wasn't studying music, I was studying writing, and I got a grant because I was from a low-income household. And the same time that I got this grant, the first ever UK handpan builder popped up online, and it was the same price as this grant was in my bank account. And I just did it. I just went for it, and I bought this instrument, again, not knowing anything. And it was another 3 or 4 years before I met anyone else with another handpan. I didn't hear another handpan for years. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Different world.
Phil's just added to his questions here. That's not what I mean, but how to play the way you do. Well, I do mention this a lot, and I'm sure that Amy gets used to saying the same things over again, but the way I've got better recently is playing in the dark, going to bed, turning all the lights off, setting a timer on Alexa. I shouldn't have said that. For 25 minutes, and playing in the dark, and literally just allowing me to listen really much closer to the relationships between the notes. And once again, pushing that pattern request or pattern, that my mind is trying to get me, and just literally allowing me to. And the reason why I mention about the timer is because I have to play until the timer stops, right? Until the timer goes. And that makes me keep playing. It makes me keep playing. If I didn't put the timer on, then that brain chatter that Denise mentioned earlier is like, "Oh, this is rubbish. What are you doing? This is rubbish. This is a waste of time. This is rubbish. You're not practicing anything properly. You're not practicing anything. What you're doing is you're just experimenting. You're getting really used to where the notes physically are on the handpan without looking at them, which allows you then to not think about that, right? I mean, I probably should look at them more when I'm like maybe doing some serious stuff, but I just really enjoy it. You get into a flow state, and I've been doing that for about 3 or 4 months now, and getting into a flow state allows me to play just a little bit easier. So like anything in life, the more time you put into it, the more enthusiasm you have for it, the better you're going to get. And it's not the only thing you should practice to do. I'm sure that a teacher like Amy would say that. That's one thing you should do. But I think a lot of people struggle with creativity and relaxing and just playing. So I focus maybe too much on that. And she has pulled me up on that already. But but that's one thing. So that's how I do it. That's just to add to how I play, the way I play. I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Is there any
I think that's
questions?
important as well. That really shows in your playing, Phil, that you're the way that you play, you really hear the instrument. You really listen to how the instrument reacts to your touch, and it shows. That's because that's the practice that you're doing.
Yeah,
it's working. It's great.
Yeah, there's another one. Thank you, Amy. Amy. I appreciate you saying that.
Welcome.
This was quite a late one. We can both talk about this because I know you commented on this. You know where this is from. Hello, Phil. This is the Lashaka. Can you expand a bit on your concerns of elitism in the handpan world and its negative impact on new players? There's a teacher and a very well-known handpan player in America called Ricky Hilson, who basically posted a video, a Enough is Enough video, about the emergence of Chinese handpans and how much online negativity goes towards new players who can only afford to buy a certain type of handpan. And when you have it pointed out like that, the way he did a really nice video about it. He made some really excellent, valid points about it. He basically said in a nutshell, look, we are stopping people from being a part of this lovely little community that we have spent a lot of time, the people that started playing this 10, 15, 12 years ago, we had a lovely community growing, and now there's loads more people getting involved, and there's loads of different handpans. We are pushing people away for our attitude and elitism about they're made in China, so they're rubbish, so therefore you're rubbish. People are not saying that online, but they're making people feel that way. And so it made me think, I'm guilty of that. I'm probably guilty of that myself. I don't go on my keyboard. I'm not a keyboard warrior, but maybe I think that way. And I thought, as most people, when we give out advice, it's because we're giving it to ourselves. So it was basically a good call to action for me, from Ricky Hilson, to say, look, that is it. Not everybody can afford to buy a Meridian handpan, right? I was lucky for like a 6-month period. I earned some great commission from my job. I managed to get one. I was very lucky. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to afford to get one. It's now down to people like me who are big-mouthed enough to do online content to say to people, no, we want you to be a part of this. We enjoy and appreciate the sound of the handpan. We do not judge you for the handpan that you own. We don't care where you got it from. We want to embrace you with open arms. We want you involved in the community. And by the way, come to a festival and get to play all different types of handpans with loads of different players. We want to invite you and welcome you in, regardless of what you've got, regardless of what you think you should have. It's the same as a phone. It's the same as a car, right? It doesn't matter. Cars for driving. Phones are for making phone calls. People like Cabasau does a retreat, a bit like Amy here. They were played on standard instruments or lower cost instruments for 3 or 4 years before they got to play. And I think that's got something to do with it, Amy, right? That's the older opinion is, it took a long time and it cost me a lot of money to buy this instrument, so I'm going to sort of downplay all the cheap instruments that are out there. I'm not putting, that's not you saying that, but I know that you probably think that other people say. But that's what I mean. I think that enough is enough. I'm on the Master of the Handpan website. There's new players coming there all the time. I'm going to start to embrace a lot more. I'm not going to have an opinion about people's handpans or the sound that they make or anything at all. That is, it's finished in my world. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to promote that. I'm not going to get involved in that. I'm going to be anti it. I'm going to start enjoying and embracing everybody. That's just me. That's what I meant.
Wow.
That's it, really.
Good for you, Phil.
I know.
That's beautiful.
It's a bit of a issue, isn't it, at the moment?
It is. Yeah. I think a lot of it comes from jealousy and a bit of resentment, I think, from the old timers, the long-term handpan nerds like me, who weren't so lucky, back 5-10 years ago, weren't so lucky to be able to just go online and find a cheap instrument and just buy it and have it the next day. Like that's very new, a very recent thing. And I think there's a lot of resentment that now people can do that and they don't have to like spend their life savings and remortgage their house. And they're getting better instruments than people paid $2,000 for, 10 years ago. And so, this comes out. Yeah, it's seeing it's the Facebook groups, especially. Facebook is just a horrible place.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's all it is. And when people post videos of their, cheap pans or whatever, people really lash out.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see. And it's a fine line as well for me as an online educator to want to steer people in the direction of handpans that are affordable but are going to be usable and easy-ish to learn on, and try and steer people away from potential scams. There's less of that now. There was a big part of this at one point. There was a lot of scams online where people were paying hundreds of pounds for nothing. Basically, people were posting videos of other famous players who were playing different instruments entirely, playing ayasas or whatever, and then selling these cheap instruments that were not tuned. And so for a couple of years, there was genuine like, don't buy that because it will be bad, it will be terrible. And now that's still happening, but actually they're getting better. The factory made pans are getting better. So,
and this is also 555. Thank you for your comment here. This is obviously this comes up as well. It's not elitism. It's just helping people make a more informed choice about buying a quality instrument that they'll love rather than throw away in a year or two. So the point, the reason about this conversation, the reason about making this stand is to start the conversation off. Nothing in life is black and white, and that was one of Amy's other points about her new video about. This is a beginner handpan that I think is a good quality product, and this is why it's cheaper, and therefore it should be. I don't know if you want to talk about that a bit more, Amy, but I think Ricky, to finish off what Ricky was saying is, let's not put all Chinese handpans into one basket and say every single Chinese handpan is terrible. That's not true. There is a lot of ones that are terrible, and a lot of people are buying not very good handpans. But but let's not do that anymore. Let's just try and encourage people to enjoy the instrument, but in a nicer way. Allow people to. We worry that the backstory is, but they'll be put off by the instrument because they'll play it and it'll be terrible, and they'll say handpans are terrible. I don't think that's a fair argument. I think you can clearly hear handpans online that aren't terrible, and they don't sound like that. But it's just we could talk about this all night. We probably shouldn't. It's really a little bit we won't go any more on that, I don't think. Let's have a look what else is in there. There's so many people here. We really appreciate you being here, Amy, don't we? Look at how many people are here.
Thanks for hanging with us, folks. This is so sweet.
Yeah, right. Look, I'm terrible. Sorry, everybody. There's probably been a few questions, but I can only scroll through so much, and I'm going to try and go back.
You're doing great, Phil.
If we missed you, you're not doing anything. No,
I know.
Hi,
just
Amy.
Here for the vibes, man.
This is you're just hanging out, aren't you? Just hanging out. Monica here says, "Hello, Amy and Phil. Hiya. I was wondering if you had any experience with the handpan and children with special needs."
Yeah.
What about you, Amy?
Yeah. When I first started out, I was working a lot in schools. I was not with handpan specifically, but I was doing a lot of drum teaching. I was teaching taiko drums, and I was specifically my specialism within my company was with children with special educational needs. I
never knew that.
Yeah,
cool.
There you go. It wasn't the only thing I did, but it was one of the things that I did. And I used to go to school with kids who were autistic, had Down syndrome, or like auditory processing issues, or all of this kind of stuff. And then there was another school that worked with kids with much more severe disabilities, wheelchair bound and non-verbal. And I would take the handpan and just play. I used to do this with my family. My mum used to come and sing, and we do some meditation stuff. I worked with kids that were kicked out of school because they were naughty, which was not true. Just undiagnosed stuff that the school weren't dealing with. And we would do handpan and meditation. I would take my tongue drum and let them play that. But after this kind of really nice kid-friendly meditation session, they were really tentative with the handpan and got a lot of joy out of it. I think there's a lot that can be done with these instruments in these kind of spaces and other spaces of just people in general need of music and love and all of that stuff. It's a special instrument. It does something. It really does.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have any experience at all, but a guy called Lyndon Forster, who's based in the UK in the West Country, goes into schools on a regular basis and gets children to sort of have fun with the instrument. He goes in with like 3 or 4 or 5 instruments, and he spreads this sound and this joy. And he works with his partner as well. She plays a guitar, and I think what's the name of her company? Lullabubbies or something. Such a great name, I think it's called Lullabubbies, like lullabies for babies. Lullabubbies, it's so good. But yeah. So I don't have any, but yeah, Lyndon Forster is definitely somebody to check out.
He's an amazing guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he really, really is. I want another person who's hugely inspired me as well as Amy here. There's lots of comments about what we were talking about here, Amy. We should probably move on for that. And Esther, I know, has tried 3 times to post this, so I will put it on the screen for her.
Hi, Esther.
Yeah. Hi, Esther. We love you, by the way. Me and Amy, we love you. You're great.
You're amazing.
This is a John Cleese. I did pick this up and posted it in the group. Creativity is not the possession of some special talent. It's about the willingness to play. That's basically what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
It's hard to be creative. It's hard to I'm going to sit down and be creative. So yeah, it's a difficult thing. So yeah.
It's almost like you have to sit down and then step away to be creative. You have to step. It's almost like your all of the inhibitions and the crap has to step out of the way, and then whatever's left there, whatever the you is that's left, has to be willing to just let whatever wants to happen come through and to just run in whatever direction is inspired. That's a good one.
It's patience, isn't it? It's patience as well, isn't it? We don't give ourselves enough patience. We live in this world where everything is so instant. YouTube shorts and all these short little videos, and it's we sit there we're looking at all these tiny little videos. We want instant gratification, and creativity can't be turned off and turned on like that, like a tap. I don't think we have to that's what they go back to. This is the only thing that I've got, so hopefully I'll learn some other stuff. But sometimes I sit there for 25 minutes and I'm not very good. It's not every day. It's a bit like meditation. Some days it's great, sometimes it's terrible. I'm not going to sit here and say, everybody should play in the dark and they'll be great. Sometimes I can't help it. I'm thinking about something else when I'm playing. I'm not thinking about my playing anymore. I'm thinking about something else.
Yeah, me too.
So you have to bring yourself back, don't you? And it's finding your inner child, says Denise. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
As Carl Anthony. Yeah. A guy talking about Carl Anthony here, based in California. Regularly goes into children's hospitals and plays guitar and the handpan.
Nice.
Yeah. I would love to go into wards and stuff and play the handpan. Yeah, you have to go through. That's something
Rosie does a lot of, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does, and I've done it a little bit with her as well. Is take the handpan into wards on the hospital and co-create with the patients and hang out. People love it, and you can play if you can play songs that they recognize, but it's on the handpan, so it's chill and
Yeah, she's very good at that.
Magical thing.
Playing songs that people know for sure. I'm trying to do that at the moment, and I'm failing miserably. But I've got to practice. You've got to practice the things you're not very good at.
That's it.
I'm trying to learn a song, learn a cover, and I'm I'm really finding it hard, really hard.
Good.
Just how do I learn to repeat the part over and over again without it going crazy. But another thing that I realize is when you try to learn something, when you're frustrated at that moment, it's like a weird download goes on then overnight, and you go and try it the next day, and it's automatically a little bit easier. It's so weird. Yeah. It's like the brain is sort of caught up a little bit. It's like it's downloading it in the background, and it brings it to the different part of the brain, and the brain's like, oh yeah. So I think the more you remember that and say, it's not really there. Just it's helping. I don't know. Does that sound quite normal, Amy, or is that just me being weird?
It's magic.
Could it be magic?
It's true. It's science, I think. It's like a real thing. Like you have to have a sleep between stuff for the knowledge to save in a different part of your brain or something. Short term to long term. I don't know. But it's science.
Is it? Science?
Yeah. Brain science.
Yeah.
It's real. It's a real thing.
Should we do the random question thing,
Let's
Amy,
do it.
that we found?
Let's do it. Have you got it loaded?
Yeah, I think.
This could be amazing. It could be terrible.
Yes. So everybody, this is a random question generator. So you can get to find out more about Amy Naylor and maybe me if she doesn't want to answer. Just to go through it again, Amy, if we do see an answer or a question we don't like, we can just skip it or respin it, all right?
Okay.
So this is
There's
just
no forfeit or anything.
No. So there's a little timer here. We're going for like 5 minutes or so. I don't know. We'll see until we get bored. I just the thing is I can't spin the wheel and look at the screen, so you're going to have to look at what people say. But there we go.
I'm looking.
So, right, here we go. So you can, all right, I'm going to spin it. We're going to get annoyed by that sound, aren't we?
Noises, we are. That's horrendous.
Oh, that's a good one. Read it out, Amy.
If you could meet anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Yeah.
How was that?
Good.
Thanks. If you could meet anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? I'd love to meet Joni Mitchell.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Because I reckon she'd have stuff to say.
I'm sure.
And she has like parties where everybody goes around to her house and they just make music. They just sing her songs with her at her house. And that sounds amazing. And I want to do that. I want to be there. I want to be in that. That sounds fun.
Yeah. She's also very talented, for sure. Quite similar, a lot of similarities with you and her, for sure.
I'm very inspired by her.
I can't get Lady Diana out of my head.
Lady
Princess Diana.
Wow.
I know.
Why?
I don't know. Because there was a program on TV called The Crown, and certain people are portrayed in a certain way. It would have been lovely to have a chat with her. They do say that people that you look up to, you probably won't like them, it'd be nice to hear more about her from her, not from like anything else. It must have been difficult, but I don't know. That's a rubbish answer, to be honest. I think rubbish answer. I've got to come up with It is a bit.
That's your answer. That's what you're thinking about.
Okay, yeah. Let's not dwell on it. Let's just move on.
Perfect.
I was thinking about a cool musician answer. Forget about that.
Oh no, don't matter.
Just forget it.
Forget it, man.
You just forget about it. Look, we just had that.
Oh, this is rubbish.
Yeah,
I want my money back.
I told you it was cutting edge. Oh, there we go.
What is your favourite food and why? What's your favourite food, Phil?
Indian. I quite like really good Indian food. Like, grew up in London, northeast London, and my dad used to be a news agent, and we used to live across the road from an Indian restaurant, and so we used to go in there on a regular basis as little kids. But we used to have like omelette and chips and all that English food. But I've always actually just grown up liking that environment and that food. I've been to the Maldives Islands and had really, really good Indian food, and then been to places like Bradford in the UK, which is like a really strong Pakistani and Indian community. Maybe I shouldn't say those two names in the same phrase today. But thoughts going out to all those people, by the way. Yeah. But yeah, Indian food, stuffed paratha, chicken dansak, all those sorts of stuff. So I think, without thinking about it too much, a really lovely Indian in a restaurant, not a takeaway, in a restaurant for sure. About you, Amy Naylor?
I'm not really a big foodie, so
No.
I don't know if I really have a favorite. I really love, and I
Chocolate.
don't really love chocolate. But this is a problem. So I'm trying to not make it my favorite food.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
love the worst of the worst chocolate, like sugary, milky, really bad for the planet, bad for the people, bad for you chocolate. So I need to like not eat that. I love a good onigiri. You know those like triangle rice things? It's a Japanese style. It comes in a
What?
seaweed thing.
Oh, sushi.
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's basically sushi, but it's
Right.
a triangle,
Oh.
and it's bigger, and it's just rice, and then in the
Right.
middle, just in the tiny little center, there's a yummy little something. You don't know what it's going to be. Hopefully not
Oh.
fish, because I don't like fish. Onigiri.
You must hang out in London quite a lot, or Bristol. This is a very city answer, isn't it?
It's a
Like,
very city.
this is where we go for food, darling.
No, actually, I haven't had it for so long. I used to hang out a lot with Asian American people because I
Okay.
played taiko and I stayed in America for a really long time. My belly's going now just thinking about it. So we would eat a lot of Japanese food, and that was my favorite. That was just my favorite little snack.
Yeah. Nice. I feel quite bad that if we are ignoring people's comments, so
Sorry.
we'll just go back to. No, it's fine. We'll go back to our lovely little spin the wheel here.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello, comments.
Hello comments. Mr. R. Broxton here. I've saved very hard and I'm going to place my first order with a Decode 14 Meridian handpan. I've been made to
Wow.
feel if you haven't got the best, you'll be no good. I'm a complete novice. This is what I'm talking about. So you want to try and stop people feeling that way. Not feel like they have to get a certain thing. The Meridian D14 is a beautiful instrument for sure. But yeah. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. So sorry, but it's going to be a lovely instrument. And once you've saved up for it, I saved up for mine, and so it does make you want to play it a lot. You know, like I'm going to get the very much value that I could possibly get from this, and this is why I play it
Totally.
every single day. So that is another reason they are expensive. I'm going to get as much as I possibly can out of it. So yeah, fair play to you, mate, or young lady, or it's not really sure which one you are, but it doesn't matter.
It's a beautiful Decode. The 14 is
Yeah.
a good one because it's like extended just enough to have a little bit more versatility,
Yeah.
but not too crazy to be overwhelming. It's a good choice.
And here is a handpan question for you, Amy.
When pairing minor scale handpans with major scale handpans, would you recommend going up or staying in the same octave for the major pan? Ooh. It's not really a common problem, I guess. I guess if you've got like an Ephelopygmy or something, that would be an octave. Ooh, new angle, fun.
New angle.
No,
fun.
I liked that angle. That was good.
Did you?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, here we are. Hello.
It's a bit like American sports commentator, isn't it? Like
Love
looking
it.
at this-
It's the headphones. That's what it is. It's the
Is it?
headphones.
I'm sitting on
I
a
would
one,
s-
can't I? Sorry.
I would say
Sit straight,
probably sit straight, Phil. I can't. I'm not straight.
Hey.
I would say
Oh.
stay in the same octave for that continuity, so that as you're like, if you want to play certain melodies, you know that you're going to find them in the same journey, in the same direction. You're not weirdly jumping about between octaves.
Right.
If you're using that for chromatic abilities. But yeah, that's not a question I would have ever thought of. It's not
Hey.
something that's ever crossed my mind.
Good one.
Thanks, Bob.
Good one, Bob. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh God, I just got rid of our random. There we go. We're back on it.
Yes, we're back.
We're back on it.
Spin the wheel. The wheel.
Should we
wheel.
go? How many more should we do? 2 more.
Yeah. I can't
Go
read
for it.
that. If you hang on, I need to change screens because if you went if you went to live on a desert island, what would you take with you? Desert island discs. Here we go. Desert island handpan.
Yeah. That's a silly question for a handpan player, isn't it?
I wouldn't survive. Well, I'd probably take food.
No, you can't have 3 handpans. You can't start talking about which scale would you take. Yeah, it's just
If you had
it's just a
if you had
fun
to only
answer.
take one, which one would it be though?
I've only got 2.
Yeah, which one would you choose?
Well, I'd take the F2 Meridian because I haven't quite got. Well, maybe I should take the Zephyr because I can't play that as well as as the Meridian. So maybe I should take one that I need to. Yeah, maybe I'll change my answer. I'll take the Zephyr D flat Aegean. because I'd like to get to the same level of confidence as I have on the Meridian. That's a good word. So I'd like to feel more confident on the Zephyr. It's a beautiful sound, and I love playing it, but I'm not as confident on it. So I will take a handpan. Yeah, it has to be the handpan. What about you? Choose one scale. Choose one instrument. Go.
If I was going by that logic, your same logic, I would take the Desert Rose, because I'm so
right.
I love it. It's such a stunning scale, but I can't play it. I mean, I can, but I have to find my way around it every time. I don't know the chords. I don't know what notes I've got. I don't know anything about it. I'm just so if I had to spend loads, and it's beautiful, so I would figure it out and make good stuff with it, I would hope.
If you don't know what Amy's talking about, there's a great Handpan Stories episode of my podcast called Handpan Voices, when Amy talks about the Desert Rose in great detail. The story, where she got it, how she got it, why she loves it. It's a great listen. So happy that you did that, Amy. You just did it so well. So thanks, look up the podcast Handpan Voices and look for Amy's story about the Desert Rose. It's a lovely story.
What's that, Phil? You've got a what? You've got a podcast.
Got a podcast. All about how everybody's got a podcast, but nobody else has got a podcast at the moment about handpans.
True.
Nobody.
You're the only one that's running right now.
Yeah, that's weird. But there you go. I'm sure other people will do one soon.
Yeah.
But Handpan Voices. It's called Handpan Voices. I'm interviewing well-known players and also beginners, or people who are starting out on their journeys, or people that I hang out with in the village on Master the Handpan. So it's a nice selection of different players, but I also want to start interviewing makers as well, maybe even festival. I'm going to go to Hangout UK and speak to the guys at there. Let's go at Amy checking out all the different angles.
Because you're saying important stuff. I want to make you bigger.
Yeah. When's the next episode coming out? Well, Esther, I don't have anything to announce because I'm still arranging people to come. I mean, should I tell people? No, I don't like announcing who I've got until I've actually recorded it. But needless to say, I've got some very well-known handpan players who have agreed and just got to finalise a date for when I'm recording it. Once I've got it recorded, and they will be male handpan players, because I also interview female handpan players. And I've said why, Amy, by the way. There's two reasons. One, I prefer the lighter touch, but two, women seem to be a bit more organised and actually stick to the date and actually get it done, whereas a lot of men just like, I'll go back to you.
See you later.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
You know what? It's a breath of fresh air as well, actually, because, it's usually the other way around. It's usually, we've got loads of blokes.
Really?
We really need to get some women on this lineup, or we really need to make sure we get some women on this podcast. We don't know any women, though. Who do we know? What women do we know that play handpan? So it's nice that it's the other way around with you.
Repping.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's been great. But there's another couple. I've got 3 or 4 lined up, but I think as an interim, I'm going. It's not that exciting, but it's interesting and it's relevant at the moment. I'm going to make a video about my experience about going to see Malta Martin in London, about my night, about what it was like. I've got lots to talk about the sound, the background instrumentation, the frequencies that they laid over the top of the actual live performances, which I thought was a lovely little touch. Because it's a very big thing that Malta Martin does on his videos, which is, a lot of people like it. A lot of people are like, this isn't tuned to 111 hertz. So they actually played these frequencies in the background while each song was playing as well, which I thought was quite nice. And he talked about why and how they did it and everything. So that was quite cool. So I think the experience, going on a date with a very good looking lady. It was a blind date. We'd never met before.
Careful.
We met on a new app called Handpinder. It's called. Have you not heard of that, Amy?
I haven't. I'm missing a trick here.
Yeah, it's a dating app for handpan players. It's called Handpinder.
She better not be on it.
No, I talk about that because we started talking about it in the pub afterwards about dating apps for handpan players, and that was a name that came up.
Brilliant.
Handpinder was a really good name, I thought. Handpinder.
Companion.
Yeah. So while I'm in between waiting for people to say yes for dates and stuff, I'm going to share that experience because there was a couple of funny little moments, and there was a couple of interesting things about seeing him. He's an important guy in our industry, in our little scene. He
Beyond as well.
And much further beyond. Yeah, he gets millions and millions of plays, and every single song was freestyle. Apparently, that's what he said. Every single, and they did about 8 songs, about 15 minutes a song, and it was pure freestyle. Apparently, it was. I'm saying that because it was so amazing that I just couldn't get my head around it. But yeah, apparently they are. Apparently
Amazing.
they are. Right, let's do one more question on the random generator, should we? Should we do that?
Let's do it.
And then we'll talk about all the places that Amy's playing at this year.
Oh, hang on. Denise says, love listening to Jim Lopresti. What other guests have you got on that podcast? What else can we listen to in the meantime? Who else can we hear?
I recently interviewed Marloy. I think is one of the best handpan players in the world. Marloy is somebody I've got a lot of respect for, but also a lovely passion, a very sort of fun about her. She has that fun, and about, she does retreats, and the first thing that she does on her retreats is trying to make everybody as playful as possible, makes them be like kids and play little games and run around and all, trying to get that get the adult out of them. So it was nice to talk to her about how she plays with so much expression. Change of Colours, who is one of my first players that I really looked up to. I do play similar to her, I guess, that sort of very wavy sort of tripped out sort of patterns and stuff. I think she's a lovely person as well. Luckily, she was exactly the same as I hoped that she was going to be. Like, her attitude and the way she talks and the way she plays is the same as she is, a bit like Amy. So we've got Change of Colours, we've got Marlowe, we've got Jim Lopresti, we've got Amy Naylor, we've got Rosie Bergonzi, and we have a few people in the village as well. We've got Nancy in the village, we've got Anne-Marie, I can't remember everybody's name. We've got Lawanda, who's such a lovely person as well. We've got Denise, who's on the call as well. So a variety of people, but there's a few big names coming. And I love doing it. I love talking about handpan, as you could probably tell. I am, like Amy said at the beginning, I'm a bit of a fanboy about the whole thing. Very excited about it.
The fanboy.
Yeah, fanboy Phil. It says on my alert, that's me, fanboy Phil. Why did I leave that on there? God's sake.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm going by my footy name. I'm Naylor today.
Oh, yeah.
Naylor.
She's buried it. Yeah.
Do you want to know what my
Go on.
Do you want to know what my roller derby name would be?
Roller derby?
Do you know about roller derby?
No.
Oh, never
What's
mind
that?
Then.
Is it like is it like ice? Is it like hockey on roller skates?
Yes and no.
In a circle?
No. Oh. There is a circle. It's a women's sport predominantly, which is cool. It's all on roller skates, and it's on like a cycle track, if you like a running track. Yeah. And the game is to go as fast as possible and your runner has to get past the opposing team's pack, but the opposing team's pack has to stop you. So it's very high contact sport. So you're all beating each other up and throwing each other around and falling on the floor and getting bruised and stuff. And they all have helmets and they have a name, like a scary name. Like
there was a film, wasn't there, in the 80s called Rollerball? I think it's the same.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a crazy version of it, like a new future sort of version of it. Yeah, Rollerball.
Don't know. I haven't seen it.
Is that real? Is that a thing that's happening right now? Is it still?
It's a thing.
Wow.
People are well into it. I joined the team briefly. It was terrifying.
I bet. Phil Borrowman has asked us another question here. I will want to know more about that. You're going to have to tell me more about that.
I will.
I don't know what this means, so I thought you'd answer it. I don't know what WSP is.
A list of handpan players that you hit. I don't know what that means either. Could you help us, please, Philip?
Can you send through WSP a list
WhatsApp? Is it WhatsApp?
Oh. Okay.
Does that mean WhatsApp?
A list of handpan players that you hear the most. So basically, are they the ones that you listen to the most?
Who do you listen to the most?
I listen to Amy Naylor.
I do.
Well, when she actually when she actually puts music out there, that's it. We want to encourage her to put her music out there, because I was lucky enough to help put a concert on for her, and it was amazing, Amy. From where I heard you play before and how you played before and what you were doing with the audiences and stuff. So,
thank you.
If you could see, it's not just because she's here, wherever she is there.
Hang on, check this out though. If you want new music.
Oh yeah. WhatsApp, he's saying. Yeah, we'll send you some stuff on WhatsApp.
Hang on.
Uh-oh. Hey.
It's happening.
Is that Rav? Is that a Rav?
It's all sorts of instruments, but it's. I'm going to put this out soon. It's the neotone playing bongos and stuff.
We've got an exclusive here, guys. An exclusive.
New album is coming. It's on the way. It's happening.
Can we quickly talk about the neotone? Because I feel like
I
feel like you should talk about it a bit more. I understand it's 8 o'clock, but it's up to you, Amy.
Yeah.
I did say earlier on, we'll stop when Amy tells me to shut up. So just shut up right now. Yeah, let's Phil Cook.
Hey,
hello.
another Phil in the
how
chat.
you doing? I know. Well, this is the other person, the Handpan Phil. A lot of people think he's Handpan Phil, but he's not.
He's a Handpan Phil.
No, he's not. Sorry, Phil. Massive love going out to you. We get on very well, me and Mr. Cook, for sure. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Right, the neotone, Amy. Tell the naysayers why they should get on board with it. There you go. I'm not one of those, by the way.
It's not a handpan as we know it, or as we have come to know it. It's a different thing, in the same way that an electric guitar is not an acoustic guitar as we came to know that before we moved on to electric. And it's a different art. It's a different way of interacting with the instrument. It is a different thing. Obviously the principles are the same, but yeah, it's there to be explored and experimented with in a different way, I think, and there's a lot of beauty yet to be found in it that I'm yet to find, and I think it's really cool. I love it a lot. I don't think it's a solution to beginners not knowing what scale to get, so I'll just get a neotone and have every scale. I don't think that's interesting.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
I'm hearing a lot of people kind of considering that option, and if people are into electronics anyway, great, then go for it. But I don't think it replaces the handpan in that way. If you want to get the the healing and the that absorption in the sound, that's not what it's for.
It's a performance instrument, isn't it, really, to help guys like you perform on stage with other musicians, to help you come up in the mix a little bit easier.
True.
You posted that great video of you can jam now with your drummer friend and not be completely drowned out and him not hearing anything at all that you do. That's a great...
a rock drummer, no less, with 1,000 cymbals.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing. I'm really into it at the minute. I play it all the time.
So can you...
I'm excited.
I'm into... My next thing I want to get is a looper, right? Because I'm realising the stuff I've got, it's not really helping me do... I want to have, I released a video last week, a couple of days ago, about me playing with this lovely, lovely reverb over the top of it. But that was obviously just done afterwards. And I haven't really got the right kit yet to be able to do that live on a stream, have a lovely reverb running through a stream. That's what appealed to me when you did your video with the neotone. It was like this lovely live reverb and the sounds and stuff like that. I'm getting round to it. The question... The neotone, can you loop with it? So can you, I think you did, didn't you? So you could live loop with it, but you were using Ableton, were you, to lay a foundation bass line, and then you were playing over the top of it, and then you were singing or doing the pads as well. You were doing everything on the same instrument, weren't you?
Yeah, I was doing that on Logic. And you can do that. I could have done that with a regular handpan mic'd up. I could do that with anything. Yeah. But the thing with a neotone is you can jack that in, you can plug that straight into a physical looper if you wanted to.
Okay.
But yeah, the way that I achieved that is that I was running through Logic and then back out again into my camera, so that I was picking up all of that sound through the computer. Alternatively, I could just record that live session as I was recording into Logic while the camera's rolling, and then just bounce it down and, you know, overlay it over the top on the video afterwards. So then I can monitor I've put the effects on all on Logic already, so I can hear it while I'm playing I'm recording.
Right.
And then afterwards I put the recording, stitch it to the video. I used to have I must have a loop pedal somewhere.
Has it come into your mind about being part of a future Amy Naylor performance, that you could try and utilize that in a live environment using that technology, or not? Not yet.
It's something I used to do a lot of live looping before Handpan, and moving into Handpan. Yeah, exactly. And with the guitar as well.
Yeah.
But I just want to keep live performances as simple as possible, because I'm so scared of technology, believe it or not. Like, there's so many more things to go wrong in a live setting. As soon as you're involving anything else that there's an extra cable to plug in, or like looping as well is a tricky art. I'm like, I'll play around with it at home. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it live. It freaks me out.
It's great to see you experimenting with it and using it. I just wondered whether or not you were going to start using it as like a pad sound in the background, and then switch over to, like, Jeremy the Tag does that, doesn't he?
Yeah,
like he does some stuff and
Alex as well.
Puts it to the side. Yeah, Alex does it really well. Uses it as like a set of bass tones.
Yeah.
Maybe set that bass tone pattern up or a couple some pads, and then carry on playing. You know, just create. But you're right. There's more to stuff than go wrong, isn't there?
Can't be asked. Too much effort. Maybe one day. One day.
There's quite a difficult question in the chat. We probably are starting to run out of time now for Amy. Jacqueline wants to know, Amy, a really easy question. How do you manage to remember every part of a song? I'm always reading the notes. Love to hear that from you both. Well, don't ask me. But how do you remember your songs? Yeah, I'd like to. This is a good question for you. You and Rosie produced an album in a day. How did you write and do those songs that quickly? So that's a really good thing to tell with Jacqueline about, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of those songs,
bonkers.
Well, all of those songs, because we had a time frame, they were all based on like quick improvisations almost. We would agree on chord progressions and we would remember the shapes. And once you've done it round a few times, and you just kind of remember those shapes.
Shapes, to see people, shapes.
Shapes.
Remember the shapes.
And then on top of those shapes, most of what we did, there were a few that were melody driven, but most of them, the melody was never set in stone. We were just floating around and passing it off between each of us. So we didn't have too much to remember in that case. And then we would write it, or we'd come up with the idea of it. We might not even play it all the way through. And then we'd go, right, okay, let's record that. Let's try it. And then we'd record it a couple of times. And if we got a good take, that's the song. That's how we did that. But in terms of compositions and remembering pieces, I typically don't write anything down, including lyrics or anything, for like the whole time that I've ever written songs since I was like 12. I've barely written anything down. I would just come up with a verse and then just sing that and sing that and sing that and sing that, or come up with a melody, play it and 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 play it until I can't do anything but find something new eventually, because it gets exhausting. Like, it is just, for me, I learn through repetition and doing. I guess I'm a kinesthetic, whatever person.
Yeah.
And visual as well. So I look at my hands. Sometimes I do film myself to remind myself the next day. If I get something good and I'm scared I'll lose it, I film it. But I just do it again and again and again and again and again.
I'm going to put you on a spot here a bit, Amy, and you're not going to appreciate me for doing this.
Great.
You just said that you learnt with shapes.
Yeah.
But when you send people how to learn the patterns, you send them the annotation in numbers along a bar like that. Yeah. So why don't you use the shape of a handpan to show people? Because that's how I learnt yours patterns. But maybe the majority of people haven't done that before. So I think the shape thing should be talked about a bit more.
Yeah. I like the pan script, which is the notation system that Rosie came up with, which is based on shapes.
Yeah.
And circle. It's the circle, the shape of the handpan with lines to denote the notes.
Yeah.
Go on. I must have some somewhere as well. if I do write stuff down, I do
I'll get
tend to
some.
write it like that. I've got it right in front of me, Phil. He can't hear me. He's going to come back and he's going to see this on his screen. That's not even my writing, I don't think. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes. He'll never know.
God.
So yeah, I use that.
Be back in a minute.
here,
back in
look.
a minute. Right, hang on.
I've got it, Phil. I've got it.
Sorry.
I've already got it. I've already showed the people.
Oh, have you? God. There you go. Look at that. Can you beat that one? Look at that one, though.
That's really good. That's quite incredible.
That's just the chords for fix.
Wow.
So, and I repeat each line twice. So these are F, C, F, C, and then it's not very exciting.
So the reason that I don't send that out to people...
Yeah, because people wouldn't understand it.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do, but
Yeah.
the thing that shape system, that pan script system is really good for is giving you guidelines, but not being super prescriptive. You've still got room to explore within those shapes. There's nothing to say, play that note, then that note in this amount of time. Unless you start to put shapes with just one line within a time block, and then it starts to get complicated. And the thing that a lot of people want is to
1,
know
2, 3,
exactly
4, and what number to play it at which bar.
Yeah.
And which. Okay, fine.
Yeah, but for me, for my playing, which is generally a lot more free and not as prescriptive, I use the shapes. So I know roughly my guidelines, but I don't have to get it right every time because there's nothing to tell me what's right, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shapes allow you to... Yeah, it is good. It's good to talk about. There's not a right answer here, is there? Everybody learns differently, right? And we're not sort of belittling anybody, however they learn.
Yeah, totally.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I think the shapes allow you to be a bit more free with your playing. But if you don't want to be free and you want to get it on point, then yeah, for sure. But I think a combination of both, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Right. There's a favourite scale. I mean, as a quick fire that. I mean, that's a favourite scale. The scale that I've got that I own. Or what's a favourite scale that you don't own? That's a good question, Amy.
Ooh.
That's a better question, isn't it?
Ooh, that's a really good one. On a Leo.
On a Leo. Oh, what's that?
No idea.
On a Leo.
The on a Leo, the scale, you mean, or the song?
That's Galileo.
It's like
spell it for people.
It's almost got like a harmonic minory Hijazi type feel to on a Leo. It's not spelled like that at all. Let me spell it for people.
Oh, sorry. I'm an idiot. Sorry, ignore me.
It's just a really beautiful moody scale, but not like too moody. Like I love the Hijaz, but it's just almost a little bit too moody for me. I feel like the Onaleo is kind of in that world, and you don't see it so much. But yeah, I also don't own an F low pygmy, and I love like F2 low pygmy. I don't know how to spell Onaleo.
Yeah, I'll put you on the spot now.
I don't actually know.
Yeah, I love the Isabai. I don't have that. That would be the one. I did say that to Marquetta the last time I saw her. Isabai extended.
Good one.
Or or
G Sabai.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got one on order from Mumi. Just like it's the Sabai, but like higher. I have.
Nice.
I have. Twinkly. It's beautiful. Dan Mulqueen plays it beautifully.
Yeah. He plays everything beautifully, doesn't he? Wow.
True.
Iamara is obviously doing the rounds at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah. I love the Aegean scale that I've got back there. D flat Aegean. That's quite nice.
That's a good... I don't have an Aegean. I love the Aegean. Actually, sorry. Not on a Leo. The Aegean's my favourite.
Okay.
I think.
Which just doesn't really matter what chord. It's just the... Yeah. They are confusing, all these words, these names of scales, but let's not... We'll talk about that.
Stupidly. I could talk about that for hours.
That's all right. That's all right. Have we missed any questions? Let's have a quick last look. I can't believe there's so many people here. 36,000 people here. That is amazing, isn't it?
36,000 people.
I know. Hello from Italy. We've had people from all over the world. I've got to say hello to Chippy, if you're still there.
Hey.
Emily's here. Wow. The beautiful Emily Spianti from the Corsica. Loving the live. Great job. Well, it's lovely to see you here, Emily. God, I'm sounding really creepy there, aren't I? God, that's pretty awful.
You are creepy.
But there you go. Yeah, I'm a bit.
Own it, man.
No, I'm not. I'm just no.
You're not.
Look how lovely she is, though. Look, you can see how lovely she is.
You
She
are a
is a
wonderful,
gorgeous lady.
kind, and supportive and celebratory man, and you're very good at
Thank you.
noticing people's good stuff.
Yeah,
That's what you are.
yeah.
That's
for
why
sure.
you're a good
And
podcast host.
yeah, I like championing other people for sure. Like yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, well, that is probably it. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. I would love to do this again, Amy, if you could put up with me again at some point in the future, hanging out.
I'll think
maybe
about
we
it.
could. Maybe you'll let you. Thanks. Maybe we'll get you to do a theme tune next time.
right.
I don't think you're going to beat mine.
All right.
Maybe I feel
Shall I do I could do a closing song.
Oh yeah,
you
do
like.
that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Cool.
All right.
I'll talk while you set up. How record high quality? Well, how do you record high quality? You have good equipment. This StreamYard, yeah, that's a massive question as well.
Huge.
Gosh. How do you record live quality? You record as the worst cable you've got is going to be always going to be the worst quality part. So if you've got a rubbish cable, then it's always going to be rubbish quality. So if you can only afford to record into your phone,
That's good, that.
I'm a quite big fan of these guys, DJI. These are good. So this is a transmitter and a receiver, and they plug directly into your phone. The receiver plugs into your phone. The little lapel mic. You see these everywhere at the moment. People are sticking it on their heads. They're putting it on their tops. They're putting it not on their heads, on their hats. I record with these outside. They come with these little DJI mics are quite good. They're really good quality, but they're not like proper music quality. That's what I'm doing. I don't have really good music equipment, so it's a massive thing to talk about.
And you can get USB microphones to plug into a computer for really cheap now.
Yeah.
That are really good.
Could be Blue Yeti. No, they're not that expensive. They're pretty good.
Yeah. There's
Right.
loads of ways to do it.
Okay. I'm going to thank everybody for coming to listen to me and waffling on, but more importantly, thanks for turning up and listening to me and Amy hanging out. Amy's going to take us out with a lovely song on her beautiful F-Low Pygmy that she has, that I've played for a week.
You did.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. I'm going to leave you and be quiet for a moment to listen to Amy Naylor taking us out.
This land is not my own. I give my thanks to the cardinal calling for sharing this space so kind. And I ask for forgiveness from the cardinal calling for acting with ignorance blind. When I hear the song of the cardinal calling by the mountainside, I know that I am welcome here with the cardinal calling, but this land is not my to the cardinal calling for sharing this space so kind, and I ask for forgiveness from the cardinal I've never played that on the
Oh.
F before.
Have you not?
No,
Wow.
I just saw it in the chat and
So good, Amy.
tried.
So good, so good. Thank you
Gosh.
so much for playing that.
Thank you. Thanks, Phil, for this. This was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was jolly good.
It was jolly good. Thanks, everyone,
Yeah.
for coming and hanging out with us and
Yeah.
putting up with our nonsense.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, Amy, as well. So take care, everybody.
Likewise.
Thank you for turning up. We appreciate you. Take care. See you next
Cheers,
time.
gang. See
Bye.
you soon. See you soon.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
See you soon.
Dun, 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 dun. I thought you were ending the stream. I was singing while you were clicking
Oh,
stop.
Sorry.
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to press stop.